Thank you. You're very kind. In fact, you're every kind. I see we have a celebrity with us tonight, Miss Simone Callisto, star of stage, screen, and an occasional circus. Take a bow, darling.
Up yours, Sherry.
Oh. And speaking of circuses, aren't you Richard Donardo, the well-known trapeze artiste?
Careful, Toddy.
You know, you're really not very funny, so why don't you just piss off?
You know, you should really be ashamed of yourself bringing your sweet old mother to a place like this.
Apologize at once.
Why? Isn't she his mother? I thought for sure. Oh.
I will not be insulted this way. We are leaving at once.
Let me explain a little bit about Toddy.
I'll be by to pick up my clothes.
If you're not up to climbing the stairs, I'll be happy to throw them out the window.
Listen here, Toddy. Just because you had a spat with Richard, that gives you no right to insult my customers.
Oh, come on, they've been insulted so much. They'd be insulted if I didn't insult them.
I warn you, if you do it again, I will fire you, in spite of your bar bill. Excuse me. Pardon, monsieur?
Good evening.
Good evening.
May I?
Yes.
Gregor, be a dear and see if you can drum up a nice cup of hot cocoa for this lady.
No,
And put a stiff shot of brandy in it to put it on its feet.
No.
The brandy's easy, but I may have to arm wrestle Madame Roger for the cocoa.
You'll lose.
I'll cheat.
You'll still lose. You were saying, mademoiselle.
Madame, I was?
Yes, you got as far as oh, but.
Oh, but... well, you see, it's like this.
Would it be less traumatic if I voiced it for you?
Yes, it might, if you can.
I can probably come close. Oh, but I'm broke. But I came in here because I'm cold and hungry. And I haven't got any place to stay. Have I left anything out? Madame Roger.
I tell you what,
Let me give you a hand with that. Excuse me, what did she say?
We never know what she says.
Oh.
Somehow we always know what she means.
Oh.
Good evening.
Allow me to introduce Henri Labisse, the proprietor of this Gothic establishment.
How do you do?
Madame
Grant?
is from...
England.
Oh, and you and Toddy are old friends, no?
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Madame Grant is hypoglycemic. Sometimes it's important to eat something with a lot of sugar in it.
I see. Well, may I ask how long you intend to stay in Paris?
At least until I stop shaking. Actually, I was hoping to get a job.
Oh, really? What kind of job?
Singing.
You're a singer.
Yes, I'd be happy to sing for you.
Yes, I'm sure you would. But first, there's the small matter of the bill.
Oh, the bill.
I'll take care of that.
Oh, with what? Your bar bill is already far more than I pay you in a year.
Excuse me, but 123 francs for a cup of cocoa?
No, of course not. I'm not a highwayman. The cocoa is on the house. Let's call it an even 100 francs for the 20-year-old brandy.
For heaven's sake, whatever happened to Henri Labisse, the devil-may-care entrepreneur, who threw caution to the wind?
Henri Labisse, of course. Now I remember. Well, only this morning, Andre spoke of you.
Andre?
Cassell.
Andre Cassell?
Rachel.
He said he was going to call you to try to arrange an audition.
I spent Christmas with Andre. Perhaps I can get him to cut his commission.
Who said anything about commission?
Of course, if there's no audition, I suppose you'll have to explain to Monsieur Cassell.
No. Really, Toddy. If Monsieur Cassell wishes you to audition for me, madame, be my guest.
What, now?
Why not?
Well, I have some music, but I'm afraid I don't play.
Allow me.
Oh, thank you. It's an old English song.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes, it's very English.
Trust me.
There's a fairy who hides in my garden.
Thank you!
But as you can see, Monsieur Lavis, I have a legitimate voice.
Yes, well, you see, if I was looking, I'd be looking for something more illegitimate.
Oh, I'm sure with a little practice I could do
Lady,
any...
excuse me, that's like a nun saying, with a little practice, I could be a streetwalker.
It has to come naturally, huh?
That is so right. And in some professions, practice is a minor consideration. I find it hard to believe that Andre Cosell would even consider having you audition for me.
No, he didn't.
But you said
I lied, and in spite of what you think, Monsieur Lavis, there are some professions where practice makes perfect. Woo! Yes. Thank you very much. Au revoir.
Tony, that is the last straw! You're fired!
You can't fire me.
Oh, no? Why not?
I can't afford it.
Tony!
Very well.
And until you pay your bar bill, you are forbidden to set foot in Chez Lui. If you do, I'll have you thrown out!
Well, don't make it sound like such a threat. Being thrown out of this place is slightly better than being thrown out of a leper colony.
Out! That won't happen again, I promise you. That's for sure.
Madame Grant.
Oh, it's you again.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Up.
What's up?
My flat.
Oh, thank you. You've been very kind. But no.
Relax. I'm gay.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone said to me all day. Lead on, Macduff.
Oh, with pleasure, but isn't the correct quote lay on, Macduff?
It depends whether you'd rather be led on or laid on.